Little cold start action for you guys. Now I have had it running and it is warmer, but you know, still sounds good. I love this. Power boards, sweet as hell. Climb in, set it up. Oh yeah. So we only got 500K to empty, so we're gonna go stop in by Drayton, go to the cart lock, fill up the truck. Of course, there is 320K on it, so hopefully by the end of the day we're over 1,300 or right around that. I'm sure we'll be right close, but yeah, just waiting for Kenna. Sorry, I got a little frog in my throat there. But before we make any way, boom, heated seat on, boom, heated steering wheel, go into settings, swipe over, oh, go to seats, boom, driver, boom, massage. I'll turn the butt one on. I'm not sure on the back one yet. It feels a little weird, but the butt one's really nice, so we'll be running those today. Of course, it's just doing its little thing. And if you didn't check out last video, we have our cradle in for the phone booster, and we mounted our two-way radio. So the phone booster, it's a big thing. If you guys don't have one, whatever, I can't get my phone to focus, but you put it in the cradle, and we're gonna go from 1 to 2 bars to probably all 4. So we'll just give that a second, and there, we're back up to power. So that's why I run one of those. Of course, we're in really bad service areas where we live, and then it'll make a big difference on our trip today. So we had just a little bit of a windstorm last night. It made it actually pretty hard to sleep, and here's proof of that. Goddamn spruce tree falling over onto the highway. That was a big boy too. Keep on moving. Coming up to our first point of interest. This is the Brazos Reservoir. This is cool. If you've never been here, be sure come check it out. Holy, it is choppy out there today. So you have the reservoir over here, and then that is the spillway down there. You can actually make your way down there. There's some trails, really cool stuff. And if you ever get the chance to see that sucker flow, do it. Even just go on and look up like a spillway photo of the Braz, and that sucker, it shoots like 200-300 feet into the air. Like, it's nuts the amount of water that flows. But yeah, usually there's boaters, and actually the water's high because that usually is beach down there by the all there. Yeah, it's full today. And of course there's your normal camping. There's like a provincial park here, like campground, but you can pretty much park in the bush wherever everybody parks wherever around here. And of course there's lots of quad trails, fun stuff like that. And then this is cool, you drive over the spillway. So those are the floodgates. They're like 50 feet tall and about 8 feet thick. You can see the spillway there. And then of course the reservoir. And then we're starting on the Sunchild Road. And then this is also, so you have a power station or a control down here. Try and show you guys. Down there, there's a little control, and then there's a lake over here as well. Be sure, if you're around here, come check that out. Really cool in person to see. We're on our way to Nordegg. Alright, so on this trip, a big thing I wanted to keep an eye on was transmission temp. So what I've learned is the 17 to 19 Super Duties with the 6.7 Powerstroke, they come with a hot thermostat in them. So apparently they open around 190 to 200 Fahrenheit. Now I'm not sure on this truck if it is the same. I believe so. But what we're trying to figure out, or what we're trying to watch, is see where the transmission temps end up on this truck. We're coming up on probably the windiest place in Alberta besides Lethbridge. We're driving next to Abraham Lake right now. We passed through Nordegg. Not much there, just an old small mining town. Just stopped there, the old Shell. Had a pit stop, but we are on our way now, and yeah, we should be coming really close to a good viewpoint here. Just crossed over Allstones Creek, but I'm sure you guys can see kind of in the distance there the lovely blue-green water of Abraham Lake. We'll stop up here and show you guys good. It's gonna be windy. I think there's only been one time that I've been here and it's not windy, but look at that. Just beautiful. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but I love driving through here. Of course, you got good mountain views, lovely water. Oh yeah. Welcome to Nordegg. You just pull off wherever you want. A little rock crawling. We'll just check here. Transmission temp sitting 95 degrees. Holding good. Like I said, it's windy here. Now, I'm guessing the water's pretty cold, but look at that. We're gonna take some pictures here, and then we'll continue on. Oh my god. Oh, it's so windy here. If you guys could experience this, or if you've been here, you know. And like, it's 7 degrees right now, but it literally feels like it's -10. Like, it is cold. It's just beautiful view. We kind of take for granted, you know, what we have around here. I travel this way all the time when I'm going sledding. Through the summer, I'm down here all the time. I work, you know, out around the Nordegg area, so I get to see this stuff all the time. But it still amazes me, and I'm grateful we're around here. And you gotta come check it out. So we're here, we're on kind of the southwest side of Klein River. So this is where the North Saskatchewan feeds Abraham Lake. Of course, it's not overly skinny here, but this is where the lake starts, and then of course it heads back there towards kind of like the northeast. But this is kind of another cool, there's I forget what this is, but this is like a little campground. Reacher's Point, I believe, is what this is called. So you come holiday here, and then of course you have access right here to the river, or the lake, whatever you want to call this at this point. But yeah, enjoying the views some. Pretty soon we are going to be up in them mountains over there, and I think we're about 20 minutes and we should actually be in the park. And it's the Icefields Parkway. That is Highway 93, and that runs all the way from Jasper down to Banff, or I guess right around Lake Louise. So we're going to be getting onto it at Saskatchewan River Crossing, heading south. What do you think, Anna?
It's good.
Truck just hit 600K. We're in Banff National Park now. That big white cloud over there, guaranteed there's snow in it. We hit snow about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Little flakes, but I guarantee you, oh yeah, it's starting to snow. So this will be fun. Of course, I'm used to driving this highway with snow on the road anyways, but you know, breaking in the new truck, you might as well do it right. So we'll be coming up on the park gate here, and then yeah, kind of sucks because there's a lot of pretty views in here and probably not be able to see those, but hopefully it'll clear up. Snowing. A little bit starting to collect on the ground, but not bad. I believe this is Waterfowl Lake. Nice blue screen. Good stuff. Starting to look a little more like Christmas around these parts. A little white fluff on the trees, a little snow in the ditches. Of course, the views are kind of coming back, but still a lot of cloud coverage. That is a big mountain to the south of us there. I was really hoping that it would have been kind of sunny and not cloudy, but you know, you gotta take what you get. Just passed by Peyote Lake. Yeah, it looks like winter. There's snow on the road. This is awesome. Of course, the Nittos, I had no issues with those on the 17, and they're great tires, so I'm not even worried. And I can't even tell there's snow yet, so might end up kicking it over to four-wheel drive here, depending how bad this gets, just because there is a good build-up on the road. But sledding season's upon us. No. And I believe this is the highest point on Highway 93 where we're at. If not here, it's a little bit further, but we're up there. I believe this should be about 5,000 feet is where we're at. Between 5 and 5,500, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just going off memory. We're just passing Bow Lake. It's not often I see this open. There's always people out, what do you call that, snowshoeing on there? I've always wanted to just take my sled out and rip on that and then go climb those faces, but yeah. Continuing on. Just wanted to do an update here on tranny temp. 675K on the truck. We've been coming down the Bow Summit here for a while now. So using the exhaust brake and, you know, however it's doing its gearing with the engine and tranny. 97 degrees, and that's Celsius, so should be right around 190 something Fahrenheit, I do believe. And then just check fuel economy. So we are sitting at 17.5 liters per 100. With that, we've been doing between 90 and 100, and then that's without cruise, just because it's too hard to use cruise on this highway, just with everybody stopping, pulling over, stuff like that. No, we haven't been really hard into it, but you know, you don't really need to at this thing. Like, you tickle the pedal and it just gets up and goes. So we should just be about to Highway 1 here. Yeah, because we're just passing Herbert Lake, so very shortly we'll be at Highway 1, and then we're headed back east towards Banff. 2-lane in her. This highway's smooth. I don't know what else to say. Starting to clear up a little bit. Still a little bit of snow hitting the windshield, but beautiful views. Of course, cloud cover over there. Just about to Banff. Should be only about 10 more minutes. We made her to Banff. Took a little bit. We finally found parking. Of course, she fits a little big. should be good. Me and Ken are gonna go enjoy our day. We're gonna go for a lunch, and then we'll make our way back towards home. So I'm not gonna carry the camera around. It's super busy here today, so I don't want to be, you know, getting into people's way and whatever. So we will catch back up to you guys once we're back. So we wandered around Banff. Of course, had our masks on like everybody else had to. Seen some interesting ones. I just find it funny looking at everyone wearing masks, and you get the old cowboys wearing them, and you can just tell they do not want to. But we're on our way to Canmore. Once we're in Canmore, we can either take Highway 1A, kind of the back roads, probably what we're going to do, or you can take the number 1 to Morley, and then go through Morley all the way to the number 1A. But just filled up the truck, showing 1,248K to empty. Now, this is the 180 or 190 liter tank, but we're getting 16.9. That's crazy, because our 17 on 37s with no lift, we were getting about 22 to 24 liters per 100. And that was fairly empty, maybe even with the sled deck in, you were still those like 24. So I'm blown away with the fuel mileage on this. I'm sure we would have been fine getting all the way back to Nordegg or Drayton or even home. I don't leave somewhere with half a tank. It's a mindset I got, but we're gonna go find the number 1. I've never been up this way, so it'll take a little bit. Well, we're on the 1A. This has turned into kind of a nice little drive. Very little traffic. Of course, you're still by the mountains. We're going to be turning and heading north, and then kind of follow this mountain range all the way back up to Nordegg. Seems to be good so far, so maybe once we find something interesting, we'll show you guys. It's crazy, the grass fire. How many birds are there? Like 4? Mm-hmm. That's nuts. That's got to be, what, 10K long?
It's pretty big.
Oh, there's more cops up here and fire patrol. We got all that blocked off. Look at them go. Oh yeah, fish and feathers. I bet you these guys are all evacuated. Huh? Alright, here we go. Powerstroke Road. Highway 40 off Highway 1A. We are heading north. 266K worth of road. Most of this will be gravel. And this is where the pavement ends. I want to say we've gone probably 50K. What do you think? Been a good half hour or so. Oh yeah, now we're on the stutters. Alright, well we have like 200 some K worth of gravel. This has been a lot of fun, like this last section of road. Absolutely just amazing to drive. Very windy, twisty, lots of fun. I'm sure this road will be exactly the same, just it'll be gravel, so yeah. Of course you can't see the mountains, and they're fighting a bunch of fires here to the west of us, but I'm hoping we actually kind of get closer to the mountains, but we'll see. Well, here's something you don't see every day. This is where they're landing for fuel. Bunch of firefighters and whirly birds with buckets, and that is crazy stuff.
Ooh, we can hear it. That's cool.
All the firefighters. Hats off to those guys, I tell you that. Highway's basically been like this. As you can probably tell in the camera, There's a good washboard every now and again, but fun, tight, twisty. Not much for review, but a little bit so far. And then, you know, we're just trying to figure out the squeaks and rattles in this thing, and if it's gonna squeak or rattle, it'll be this. There's so much washboard, and you know, I gotta say, for being a 1-ton, it rides fairly good. Now, yes, it is rough as hell on the washboard, but there's nothing in this truck. And here we're just coming up on burnt timber. I tried to show the sign, sorry, I got the rear view there. But so I'd almost want to say we're a third of the way, but I'm not quite sure. Here, now we're coming up on the sign. Boom, burnt timber. Cool, well, not cool, but there's a bunch of forest fires to the west here. So of course we seen where they were staged there with the helicopters. Lots of this is, it's all mostly crown land. There's some parks and stuff, but there's supposed to be a lot of quadding and stuff around here. We're just coming up on the Burnt Timber Creek. See, there's lots of creeks like this. I'm trying to get it to focus. Lots of stuff like that around here. But all that's closed down right now. There's no camping allowed out here. It's a big fire ban. It's super dry. They haven't gotten rain out here in about 40 days, I want to say, is what I was told. So, but yeah, this is it's a fun road. Lots of washboard. So we just stopped here. I believe this is the Fisher River. Now, truck, we're just gonna do a quick little update on it. Driving good. Of course, the old 20x12 is dusty as hell. Been lots of little pings from the tires, but I don't see any chips. There might be one there, but that's all just dust, I think. So, truck's actually looking not too bad. Of course, the backs are looking good as well. Some good looking stuff. Just gonna walk over here to this. So they got some rock here. Really cool rock, actually. And then there's that cool bridge in the distance. The river. These are the little things we get to enjoy on this drive. Of course, the road isn't as nice as I thought it would be. It's not too bad, just a little washboardy, but it's all about the journey. Ken is over there doing some rock crawling herself, and yeah, just enjoying the day. All right, quick thing, we were just checking the truck. So this is the exact reason I did not want to get the 360 camera. Boom. This camera, the lens is smashed, so we'll have to buy another one of those. Lord only knows how expensive those are. We'll check this side. Yeah, see? That's what it should look like. All nice and clear. I guess that's what happens when you got 20x12s. Oh, they're cows. Oh, we thought these were black bears. Never mind. Well, we're just north of Sundry here on the trunk. Kind of just going by a nice gravel pit here. Then we're going to come down here right quick. We're going to cross a bridge. I'm not sure what river this is. There's kind of a cool rock face here to the northwest of us. We've kind of been able to see it a little bit. Sorry, I was pointing at the roof there, my bad. Yeah, there's kind of a cool rock face on the hill. You can't really see it, but just another one of these old bridges. And yeah, just nice creek, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so kind of taking a little video there. It's starting to get dark. Of course, we went by the, I guess, turn off to Sundry. At that point, we could have backed out of this. It would have been 20K and we would have been on pavement, and then we could have taken 22 all the way north. Probably was the smart idea to do, but because we made a plan of doing this road trip and I wanted to take the trunk road all the way to Nordegg on this southern route, we are continuing to do that. At that point, we had 138K left of gravel to travel. So we are trying to put the hammer down here. The road's a lot smoother than it was, so we're trying to put as many miles on as possible, and then you know, it's gonna get dark here very soon, but we'll do a little bit of night driving with you guys, show you how the headlights are working, do a little comparison maybe between the high beams, low beams, fog lights, stuff like that. But we're sitting right about 16.6 liters per 100 still, which amazing. And then also tranny temp, I've kind of been watching it, we're sitting right around that 95, which is good. Got no issues with that, so yeah, we'll continue on. Oh, look it, we could turn and go to Caroline here too. We're not gonna do that. This is more what I'm talking about. Mountainside road, beautiful valley view. Of course it is dark, but there's the road alongside the mountain. This is all just normal highway. Well, not normal highway, but trunk road. So I'm gonna see if I can get a better viewpoint. 1,601 kilometers. That is highway right there. We just spent 2.5, no, how long were we?
I don't even know.
Oh my God.
It was a long time.
It feels like we just spent 3 hours driving down gravel road
We
and
did,
washboard
basically.
and bumpy. And I had the massage seats on. That didn't even help.
Oh.
Truck handle's good. I wish I had more weight in it. It would have made that a little softer, but just a quick look here. You guys haven't really seen this thing in the dark. Headlights are nice. Not sure if I like these ones quite as much as I did my other ones. They do look like they are dirty. Oh yeah, I need to clean those. But yeah, looks good. Headlights are crazy bright. That's low beams with fog lights on. Awesome. We're finally home. It is 10 after 11. Truck has 1,262 kilometers on it. So we came short of our 1,000, but it's a 1,000K trip. Like the amount of gravel we went down, I don't care. I'm counting it as 1,000.